Hi, I'm the Reverend Noelle Damico, and I work with the Presbyterian Hunger Program, a ministry supported by One Great Hour of Sharing. I'm coming to you today to let you know a little bit about the Campaign for Fair Food, a ministry through which Presbyterians are working together with farm workers from Florida to improve wages and end abusive working conditions in the tomato fields. The Campaign for Fair Food began in 2001 with the Coalition of Immokalee Workers, an organization of farm workers in Southwest Florida, inviting the church to walk with them on a journey to change the food industry so that it ensured human rights. Farm workers harvesting in the fields earn about 45 to 50 cents for every 32-pound bucket of tomatoes they pick and haul. This means that in an average year, according to the U.S. Department of Labor, they earn about $10,000 a year. Those are the normal conditions, but there are also extreme conditions, conditions of modern slavery, where workers are held against their will and forced to labor through violence or threats. These conditions have been endemic in the Florida tomato fields until recently, as the Coalition of Immokalee Workers and their allies in the faith, student, human rights, and sustainable food communities have been able to bring about very meaningful changes. These changes involve calling on food buyers in the supermarket, fast food, and food service industries to change their ordinary business practices. You see, when large food buyers like Publix or Kroger purchase tomatoes from Florida, they purchase in high volume and at very low cost. This high volume, low cost purchasing contributes directly to the poverty wages of farm workers, as well as creating conditions in which modern slavery flourish. According to Oxfam America, growers pass on the cost of selling tomatoes cheaply to these companies in the form of low wages for workers. And so what we've been doing is, together with the farm workers, calling on these corporations to pay an additional penny per pound directly to farm workers to ameliorate that downward pressure that their ordinary business practices create, and also to sign a fair food agreement which has a zero tolerance policy for modern day slavery. And the good news is that these agreements have been coming thanks to the work of Presbyterians. The coalition now has fair food agreements with Taco Bell Yum Brands, with Burger King, McDonald's, Subway, Whole Foods Market, Bon Appetit, Compass Food Service, Aramark, and Sodexo. These are some of the largest corporations in the world. And the other piece of good news is that over 90% of the Florida tomato industry has now committed to implementing these changes. But we still need your help. If these improvements for farm workers are going to be known throughout the tomato industry, we need the supermarkets to do their part. So right now, the Coalition and Presbyterians and other allies from the faith, student, sustainable food, and community organizations are calling on Publix, on Kroger, on Ahold, and on Trader Joe's to embrace this new way of doing business that promotes human rights for farm workers. I hope you'll take a moment and learn more out at www.pcusa.org/fair and also visit the Coalition of Immokalee Workers website, www.ciw-online.org. Together, we can bear witness to God's intention for life for all people.